Hello Toy Collector fans, Universal Toy Collector here and welcome to the channel. Join me today as I take you on my 2023 full collection tour. Join me, shall you? Okay then, so last year I did do a full collection tour, but that was over a period of 4 videos. This time I'm just going to go straight through and do it in one. Since then my collection has grown a lot and I've also added a lot to the collection. I have done a few collection update videos where I've displayed something new and then taken something off the shelf and put it back into storage. But I just wanted to show you guys the collection in its entirety. Anyhow, in the words of Geek Strong, let's do this. Righty ho, so let's start off with the smallest part of the collection. This is the bedroom. So I'm lucky enough to have some shelving in here and able to display my figures. This is where I keep my 40th anniversary Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back figures. As you can see, I have them carded and in cases. I would like to swap those out at one point and get acrylic cases for them. I also have them loose as well. So there isn't too much of a change when it comes to this part of the collection. If it's bouncing, I'm sorry, I'm on the bed. And also I'm hands-free, so I'm all over the shop at this moment in time. So the only change I've made to this is I've taken out R5-D4 because he was a Target exclusive. He wasn't part of the original 12. So when I get the space, I will put him back on display. So there's the Star Wars A New Hope figures on the original Star Wars chase cards. And then if we move down, we have Star Wars Empire Strikes Back 40th figures. Again, I have these carded and I also have them loose. And I'm liking the way these are displayed. I do like these. I'm quite happy with how these have displayed and turned out. Oops, so I've just stepped down from the bed, so apologies for that little jolt in the camera work there. So yeah, these are pretty cool. I love the original looking card backs. They are awesome. So with this the Snow Trooper, not Snow Trooper, the Rebel Trooper there, Hoth Trooper, I got an extra one. That was just a standard version, Black Series one. Yeah, I got 2 of those so I could swap the faces out. So that looks pretty cool. And then here we have the last of the figures from the Empire Strikes Back. Again, looking pretty cool. I do have the Return of the Jedi 40th. I've yet to open those. So once I do, I don't know how I'm going to get these displayed. I don't know whether to condense what I have here with the Star Wars and the Empire Strikes Back and add the Return of the Jedi as well, or just keep this as it is and then find space for the Return of the Jedi. So here is a big old area of boxes full of figures. So I need to get them displayed or opened at some point. And then I have the 40th anniversary Snowspeeder there with Luke. No, sorry, that's Dak. That's Luke. So Luke, again, was just another standard Black Series figure that I got just to stand with him. And I also need to give this place a damn good dust. So yeah, that's just one part of the bedroom. Here we have Princess Leia. Like I say, we have got a thing for Carrie Fisher. I thought she was an absolutely tremendous person to meet and speak to. And again, it was such a shame that she passed when she did. So yeah. Anyhow, moving on to my wife's side of the room. This is all part of her collection. These are the Forces of Destiny figures. So all the ones that were available, we've managed to get. I don't think there's too much that's changed here, figure-wise, other than Kevin at the end there from Up. So that's pretty cool. And this was added as well. So this is a canvas of our wedding day. Absolutely tremendous day. Really enjoyed that. And then, of course, we had to get a little bit of Star Wars in there as well. So that was really cool. Awesome day. I think Georgie's taken this stuff down and redisplayed it. But yeah, she's done a really good job. And she's really happy with her bits and bobs there as well. So yeah, awesome stuff. Okay, so that sees out the first part of the collection tour. 2 seconds and we're heading to the next room. Okay, so this is the dining area stroke living area. And this is where we have Disney's Cinderella's Castle. This is my wife's. This is Lego. I got her this for one Christmas. And this is absolutely fantastic. I really do like this. And so does she, thank God for that. But yeah, I'm really happy with how that's panned out. So you've got some minifigures there. I think that's Minnie, Daisy and Donald. Mickey up there. And it's quite detailed. I'm really, really liking this. And then all the way up the top, you've got Tinkerbell. So yeah, really pleased with how that's come out. It looks awesome. I was thinking about getting the lighting to put in it, but we haven't done that yet, so I'm not too sure if we will. There we have a statue of Walt and Mickey Mouse. So my wife is a big Disney fan. Well, Georgie, should I say. Well, she is my wife, but she's a huge Disney fan. And here we go again. One of our wedding photos there. Well, again, going back to it, a great day. Can't believe it's almost been 2 years. Time flies when you're having fun. Moving down then, not much has changed in here. We have Jake Sully on the Banshee. We got this from Animal Kingdom. And then Georgie picked these up last year on our honeymoon. So just a couple of ornaments. And then if we go down, these are the first bits and bobs that I got Georgie one Christmas. These are the dragon's eggs from Game of Thrones. And then you have, is it Drago, something like that. Viserion. And, oh my lord. I can't think of his name. But they're the baby dragons. And there's Daenerys there as a bobblehead. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. So that's just fairly quite straightforward and simple. So if I come up and over like this, there we have 2 McLarens. So for those of you who don't know, that is where I work, and these are the cars that I build. So it's the living, it pays the bills. I shall say no more than that. Anyhow, moving down, we have some more Lego. Again, this is mainly my wife's part of the display. We have the original Ghostbusters Ecto one there with the guys there. Then we have some little bobbleheads. Oh, sorry, Daenerys was a Funko Pop, not a bobblehead. So yeah, we've got some bobbleheads of the Big Bang Theory there. Absolutely love that series. Thought it was absolutely awesome. And then there we have the Lego set for the front room there. That's Sheldon and Leonard's apartment. Moving down, we have the Friends set from Lego. Again, Central Perk, really cool, liking that. And then we have WALL-E, again, one of my wife's, or Georgie's, favourites films. So yeah, really happy with that. Moving down, we have 4 of the NECA Back to the Future figures. I know there's some more. Trying to stand Michael J. Fox on that hoverboard is an absolute ball ache. We had him on there and he was balanced and it was perfect. There's some vibrations, went through the floor, knocked him off, and we've not been able to manage to stand him on there since. So we just leave him like that for the time being. And then we've got the 3 DeLoreans from the 3 different movies. Again, that was an early sort of like early days of collecting for my wife. She liked Back to the Future, so I got her those. So they're pretty cool. Moving down, this is kind of like my little section in here. So these are the SH Figure Arts Tony Starks and Iron Man. So we have the birth of Iron Man just there. So there he is, Tony Stark. Really liking those. There he is in the background there. The Mark 1, I'm absolutely loving that. And when you get lights coming up from underneath and the orange it glows and stuff like that. It's really cool. And then here we have Tony Stark from Iron Man 3. So again, really cool. This is my wife's, and I, again, for the life of me, cannot remember what this model is called. But this was from a shop called Model Zone back in the day, and they've shut all those down, which is a shame because they did some great stuff. And we managed to get, or my mum and dad got Georgie this for one of her birthdays. So yeah, because she's a big Iron Man fan, and I've got to say, I am too. And there's a little Lego Iron Man, so that's pretty cool. Moving down, so we have Hot Toys, Christian Bale, the Batman Armory, and Michael Caine as Alfred, and absolutely loving this set. This is my wife's. Again, it was a Christmas present from my mum, and yeah, just the face detail on these Hot Toys, absolutely fantastic. The armory does light up. Unfortunately, I didn't check the batteries, so the batteries are sort of flat. So I don't have any spares at the moment, so I couldn't put those in. But yeah, that's pretty cool lit up. And you've got all those little pieces in there as well. It's just absolutely phenomenal. And then moving down, I've got some more SH Figuarts figures. So I've got the Joker there, Harley Quinn. I've got Harley and the Joker from Suicide Squad. Then I've got Harley Quinn from Birds of Prey. And this is the Joker as well from The Dark Knight. Absolutely, yeah, loving them. Absolutely brilliant. We've got a couple of few coasters there of Batman and the Joker and Harley. And we've got like a little Lego Harley Quinn there. So yeah, really, really happy with that. I've got some bits to add. I've got another Harley Quinn SH Figuarts. I've not opened her yet. I must get round to doing that, but it's just I keep forgetting and putting it off. Moving along, we have the TIE Fighter collection in front of the TV. So I have the TIE Fighter there from Rebels, and then Vader's TIE Fighter from A New Hope, and then we have the Grand Inquisitor there and Vader there. Then we have the TIE Striker, I want to say, from Rogue One. Yes, it is Striker because it says so right there. And the pilot that come with that, that's 5 POA. I've got to say, I really like this. I wish that Hasbro would release more vehicles in the vintage collection. And I think they could do a fantastic job with that, with the weathering. I mean, it's a bit much there, but it's fairly decent, so that's not too bad. Moving along, we have the TIE Bomber and the pilot. I've managed to get a proper stand for the Striker, the TIE Bomber, and the TIE Interceptor. Again, this is the pilot that come with this. He's got a white vest. It's the first time I've ever seen that TIE Fighter pilot with that kind of vest, so interesting. So yeah, then I've got Kylo Ren's TIE Silencer. Again, fairly decent looking vehicle. Pity they don't redo it in the vintage collection, but I'm not too sure how many vehicles we're going to be getting these days. I've got this, which is the TIE Fighter from the sequels. Yeah, not a great lover, if I'm honest. I much prefer the original version of the TIE Fighter, or the original look of the TIE Fighter from the films. So yeah, that's the TIE Fighter collection. I do like these. However, this is like a thorn in my side, because I do want to swap these out, and I want to get my 3 3/4 inch G.I. Joe stuff along here, because I've got some extra bits that I need to open. But at the moment, it's easier storing the G.I. Joe stuff than what it would be to store these, because these will take up some space. Anyhow, moving on, let's just pop up here. Another 2 McLarens there. So, yeah, lovely jubbly. And then this is, again, my wife's part of the collection. This is all her Labyrinth stuff. And she has got some absolutely fantastic stuff. Georgie loves David Bowie. She loves the film Labyrinth. She likes all the puppetry and bits and bobs like that. So anything like Dark Crystal, Georgie is all over it. Bless her. There's some pins there as well in the corner. Got that ugly little worm thing there. And then moving down, we've got some plushies at the back. So again, really, really nice stuff that Georgie has collected over the past few years. Really liking that. She did have some a lot of Gremlin stuff, but this thing here freaks my daughter out. It's awesome. Just the little eyes and the silly little face on it. But yeah, she did have like a few bits of Gremlins, and she got rid of those because obviously nowhere to store them in here. And Georgie said, well, Gremlins don't really sort of like mean that too much to her. So we've got a Pooh Bear there. We've got Gollum in the background. Again, not too much changed here. E.T. and Elliot, that's been added on the bike pop figure there. So yeah, pretty cool. And some more E.T. stuff there. Moving down, we're coming into the Grogu, but we do have Willow. Willow figure there, so that's pretty cool. That's the reaction figure. So unpunched Super 7. So yeah, I quite like that, and we would like to get more of these at some point to complete the collection. Like I say, we've got the Grogu, the Child and Grogu here. Same thing, really, isn't it? They've got him there as well. And this was a present for Georgie, the Hot Toys life-size Grogu. Yeah, brilliant stuff. Okay, so I'm just going to pan around, and here's the Razor Quest. This is where this sits on the dining room table. Not dining room table, the front room table, coffee table. I did have a build the Millennium Falcon here, but I knew this was coming, so I moved that on, sold it. And yeah, really like this. Well, I'm glad I like it, otherwise it'd be a waste of money, wouldn't it, I guess. But yeah, happy I've got this. Two of the figures, the two carded figures I've sent off for grading, and they came back, so they'll be in the collection in a bit. The loose Mandalorian, Din Djarin, I will be sending them off for grading at some point as well. So yes. So before I get onto the next bit, I just want to quickly whiz over to here. So I've got the lightsabers here. So this is Obi-Wan Kenobi's lightsaber. You've got the Star Wars The New Hope poster there. And then you've got Darth Vader's lightsaber here. I really like those. And I did have a clapperboard there that was made by a friend of mine called Simon Farrell. Now, that came away from the wall, and I've not managed to put it up since. So I need to figure a secure way of putting it to the wall without damaging the clapperboard that he made, because I don't want to deface it in any way by sticking it. Well, am I showing you a blank wall? And yeah, so that's where that's going to go. So I need to get that sorted out anyway. Right, let's just whiz back around here. Excuse the mess. So I've got the Empire Strikes Back poster there, which is pretty cool. I'm hoping to get Anakin Skywalker's lightsaber that Luke used and just put it up this side here. And then come across there, because the window's there and I don't want the light shining out or shining on the camera. We've got a Return of the Jedi poster there with Luke's lightsaber there from Return of the Jedi. Right. Give us a couple of seconds and I get the next part of the tour up. Okay, so this is the second part of the living room area, and here is one of the graded comics that John Ruler gifted me, the action figure grader. So that looks absolutely fantastic on display. Loving that. Really happy with those. So once again, thank you, John. Much appreciated. And here's the other one. So again, both 9.8. Really happy with those. Look absolutely tremendous. And then there's the 8080 model that was in my mum and dad's loft or attic for 20 plus years. And then I did a little restoration paint job and come up with that. Also, even though I'm embarrassed to show it, I have the Luke card there from the original Topps Star Wars trading cards with a big old score of 2. Whoop-de-doo. Moving along, we have one of the skiffs there, so from the vintage collection. So this guy I got from Tangori. So I'd love him, the original, well not the original, I'd like a carded version of him as well, but I know he's going for a bit of money. So yeah, got this guy as well, so that's pretty cool. Got the 50th anniversary Tusken Raider there with the Bantha. I do have the other version of the Bantha, but he's boxed, so I'm not going to be opening him yet. Then here we have the sail barge. Yes, the infamous sail barge that cost me an arm and a freaking leg. Goddamn postage and packaging and import tax. You son of a gun. So yeah, I do have the other minions from Jabba's goons arriving at some point. So yeah, pretty happy. Keeping it sparse. Not going to overpopulate it. But yeah, that does look pretty cool. There's the Bantha's backside there. Awesome. So yeah, I know I spent a lot of money on this, but you know, we're both glad we kind of got it in the collection. So that's pretty cool. Managed to get another skiff there. So yeah, they're looking pretty cool. And then we've got the slave one here. This is from the re-release Empire Strikes Back version. I know they've redone it, the same sculpt, but just a few different paint apps and a Nomad version of Boba Fett, which is going for 209 quid currently in HMV. I did have a little chuckle when I asked the guy how much it was, and he told me. I think this was about 140, 160, something along those lines. So you're basically paying for a little bit more paint and the privilege of having a robed Nomad style Boba Fett, which is ridiculous. So yeah, I'm not paying that. And then, oh god, I'm getting old. Down here, a little diorama that I set up there with Luke. I've been meaning to finish this off. Like get a background. I think that might be, is that A3 size at the back? I don't know, but I do need to get a backdrop for that, like a twin sunset or something along those lines, just to make it look a little bit better. Then I've got all over the place. Sorry, I've got this Snowspeeder section here with the pilots and a couple of other bits and bobs in the background there. A vintage style maintenance energizer. So yeah, really happy with how this has turned out. Again, I probably need a background, but I don't know. I don't know with backgrounds. What do you guys think? It might make it look better. I'm not too sure. I do have some Rebel Troopers, Hoth Rebel Troopers that I want to add to this at some point. I've not managed to do that. Underneath we have like an assortment of TIE Fighters. This will probably be one of the next things on the move to make space for something else. What I intend to do is, if I just move across here, is move this set into there and then display the Endor bunker. How cool will that be? So yes, I will get and do that at some point, but this is the Emperor's arrival. So fairly simple, straightforward. I just love the Crimson Guards, the Imperial. Oh, bloody hell! The Emperor's Royal Guards, I think, look absolutely tremendous. The red just really stands out amongst the black, the white, and the grey. So absolutely brilliant. And it would be nice as well at some point to get some like little LEDs and put behind these white panels, just so they light up, make it look a bit more realistic. And my camera work is all over the place, so I do apologise. And then moving along, oh goodness me, let's best try and get the best view. No, rubbish. So yeah, we have Disney Elite figures. We have Supreme Leader Snoke and the Praetorian Guard there from the sequel trilogy. We have Kylo Ren and Phasma, again from the sequel trilogy. And then we have the First Order Judicical and the First Order Stormtrooper, again from the prequel trilogy. These I will probably end up moving out, putting into storage and displaying something else there, but I've not quite figured out what I want to do yet. Anyhow, that's that side. Give us a couple of seconds, I'll flip round and get the second side set up. Okay, so in this side we have the Black Series Darth Maul. I need to sort his lightsaber out. That's a bit all over the place. Then coming down, we have Vader. Again, that's part of the Black Series. It's those ornament pieces. And then we have a blank shelf there. That used to be where the Emperor and the 2 Royal Guards were. That has now been moved. So I do have Dooku in the Black Series, so I might get him displayed there. Not too sure. Up the top, we have the Death Star, Lego Death Star. This is Georgie's. This was a Christmas present or birthday present, one of the two. It was a present. Not too sure which one it was. And then we have the figures there. So that's a pretty cool set. I'm really liking that. Awesome stuff. And then here we have the... Not much has changed here with these guys. You've got Vader, Emperor, and the 2 Royal Guards. Koto Bayaki, I do believe you pronounce that. I'm not 100% sure. Something along those lines. And we have more of those figures here. Koto Bayaki. So the 2 Hoth Stormtroopers came as a 2-pack with the 8080 driver there. It looks pretty cool. And then the 2 Imperial Stormtroopers, another 2-pack. So that's cool. And then we have Boba Fett there, which was signed by Jeremy Bulloch back in the days when autographs were affordable. This is my one and only Black Series helmet. So that's pretty cool. Boba Fett. I'm liking that. Would I like another one? Yes. Would it be the original Boba Fett from The Empire Strikes Back? Yes, it would be. Maybe one day. And occupying the space that helmet would go in, you've got a model there of Kylo Ren's shuttle. The shuttle Tydirian from Jedi there. And then you've got some more helmets along the bottom there. I mean, I do like the 8080 helmet. That'd be absolutely awesome if they did that in Black Series. That'd be cool. I'm liking that. So yeah, some good stuff there. Right, crack at the knees. Okay, so I'll start here. So this pretty much is the last of the Lego. I've only got a few bits displayed. So I've got this First Order Star Destroyer with the figures there. I'm going to come down. We've got the Millennium Falcon there from the prequels with the figures there. Got the Shuttle Tydirian there with the figures there. This is the 20th anniversary Darth Vader. I do have all the sets from the 20th anniversary of Lego, but they're all boxed. I'm not going to be opening those. And here we have the Sandcrawler. This one of my all-time favourite Lego pieces. It is absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. And definitely value for money, I would say. I mean, Lego's expensive as it is, but this, yeah, absolutely incredible. I'm loving that. Brilliant stuff. So all these shelves that I'm going to show you now used to have Lego, but I've put the Black Series figures here. This is from the Bad Batch, so we've got the Bad Batch crew there. Really liking that. And I've got to say, with Bad Batch Season 2, I've enjoyed that much more so far than what I have Mando Season 3. Although the last episode of Mando was fairly decent. But yeah. And then down here, we've got the Black Series Rebels figures. I love these. They're just absolutely incredible. I mean, yeah, what more can I say? They look great. Absolutely great. The different colours, they just really stand out. So really happy with those. You've got Thrawn in the background there. I've not got the photo reel. What's her name? Oh, the name forgets me now. Sabine Wren. I've not managed to find her yet, but I'm happy with the one that I've got because she's going to have a mask on anyway, and I might get another one at some point, but that's not a priority. And then we have the Rogue One group down here. I do need K2SO and a couple of other figures, Saw Gerrera, just to complete these guys, and a Shore Trooper. So there's plenty that I need, but again, no priority getting those. We do need a better Krennic though, in my opinion. So yeah, pretty cool with those. Then moving across here, we have Solo. Oh, that's a little bit dark, isn't it? Sorry about that. Yeah, there's lots of glare. So I've got the Solo figures there. Quite happy. Possibly one of the worst characters in this in the Star Wars franchise, which was L3. Wasn't keen on that particular droid. Yeah, so happy with these guys. And then down here we've got the Mando season 1 at the top. I do have other figures that I do need to open. I've got a Cara Dune in the box. I'm not opening her because she's expensive these days, so I'll just keep her in the box. Possibly get that one graded, who knows. But yeah, pretty cool, liking those. And then underneath we've got the figures from season 2. I still need a few more just to fill this out. So yeah, happy with that so far. That's all good. I'm just going to stand up. So here we have the Millennium Falcon, the Ultimate Collection series. So I'm happy with that. And I'm going to have it from The Empire Strikes Back or from Star Wars. I've got the X-Wing Park there as well. So really don't have too much Lego left on display. I found it easier to take it all to pieces, put them in bags, and then box them up. Easier to store. So yeah, that's what I've done. This I've shown before plenty of times in one of the last updates when I got the graded figure. So we've got the SH Figuarts Princess Leia, A New Hope in the background there. And then we've got Hot Toys figures here. Leia Organa from Last Jedi. I mean, I'm loving that face sculpt. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely just loving it. Leia there from Bespin. Really liking that. And then Leia from Hoth. Again, another quality figure. Again, these are my wife's. This is my wife's bit. So we've got Leia there from A New Hope Black Series. And then Endor Leia there. So I do have a couple more figures of Leia that I want to add to this collection, but that'll be another time. And then we've got the Leia Boushh Disguise, which was graded, and I got an 8.5 from UKG. So really happy with that. Moving down, we have BB-8. A little homage to BB-8 there. So pretty cool Lego. Then we got the Spyro BB-8 there, the box. That's a Disney Pass there, or Disney wristband, so that's pretty cool. Then we've got 3PO just there, and then we've got this Spyro BB-8 just there, which is awesome. Moving down, we've got R2 again, Spyro R2, which is pretty cool. The box, and that's a communication thing there that goes with it. And then this is what got me into Lego, the Ultimate Collection series R2-D2. Really, really happy with that. And then down here we've got some Star Wars Disney Elite droids. So yeah, these are pretty cool. I like these. I don't mind those. So yeah, awesome stuff. Up and over to the next part. So here we have the just going to close this door. So here we have my graded figures. So we've got Yak Face from the Sail Barge. That was an 85%. And then we've got Grogu and the Off-World Jarrett Elder. And they were both 90%. So really happy with those. Down here we've got Solo and Chewie. So liking that. This is the figure that come with the Builder Falcon. So I've managed to keep him. Got the medal there. Got that from Galaxy's Edge, as well as the dice. And then just down here we've got the Falcon, Lando and L3, and Chewie and Han from the Solo movie. And then got some Sabacc cards there as well, so that's pretty cool. And then moving down we've got the Ice Cream Maker, the Cantana's the barge in it. Yeah, the Ice Cream Maker. So I've got that. And then we've got a Jedi Holocron just there. and the 3 little bits and bobs that come with it. Okay, so, oh, hang on, no, I haven't finished. So just moving along, this is our Princess Leia shelf. So quite happy with that. This is my wife's part of the collection. So this is pretty cool. I've got some Lego Leias there. There's the Han and Leia from our wedding. I love you, I know. This speeder bike we found at a stall at a car show. And it was £30, so I thought we get that. Well, I didn't. Georgie said she'd get that, so that's a fantastic buy there. Then we've got Power of the Force 2 Leia on the speeder, with Luke on the speeder there. One of the helmets, which is pretty cool. Then Leia and Boushh, liking that. A replica of Leia's gun. We might leave that, or we might like just add some bits and bobs to it just to finish it off. I think it's like a bobblehead. And then we've got a 12-inch Disney Leia there. And then here we have a signed personal autograph from Carrie Fisher to both myself and Georgie. That was from 2015, I want to say. So that was really cool. And then, so let's come on this way. Princess Leia and Gary Kurtz there. Signed by Gary Kurtz. Couldn't get it personalised because he passed away before I got to meet him again. So gutted about that. Anyhow, that's part... Well, no, not part. That is room 2. Give us a couple of seconds and we'll head to the main collection room. Okay, so this is the third and final room of the collection tour. And I've got to say, this is my favourite room. I love being in here when I'm editing videos, or I just come in here just to have 5 minutes after a crap day at work and just look at all the toys and feel the nostalgia that I had as a kid. So let's crack on then. Let's start. Up here we have the DC Multiverse Batman. I'm loving these figures. These are very quickly becoming my favourite figures. Absolutely tremendous. I'm loving the DC Multiverse line. And if I had the space, I would definitely be getting more. That Joker, by the way, that has grown on me. I think he looks really good. So yeah, he's grown on me. So happy with that. Here we have Man-Bat. Again, DC Multiverse. Really liking him. The detail, the sculpt. Tremendous stuff. And then we have Clayface. Again, the sculpt and the detail on him is absolutely amazing. And this is the Build-A-Figure King Shark. He looks totally out of place there, but I don't have anywhere else to put him with the rest of the team because he's too big to go in the shelving space that I've allocated to that team. So yeah, he's going to stay there for a while. Moving down. Now this is Shabby Geek's fault that I've got these, but I'm absolutely loving it. Brilliant. Batman 66. Camp, cheesy, all those words, but what a fun, cool looking playset this is. This is the Batcave. They do have the villain's lair, and also they have the I think the room with the telephone is where the library, I think it is. But yeah, absolutely tremendous. Absolutely loving this line. Brilliant. A couple more figures I want to get. I'm not going to collect them all. I think it's Egghead, Dr. Freeze or Mr. Freeze, and the alternate Catwoman. So yeah, but really happy with those. That's fantastic. Liking that a lot. And then moving down, we've got the Jokers. Now again, excuse me, my throat went there. Again, DC Multiverse, absolutely cracking. Really liking those. I think that's a Mafex Batman in the background there. He looks pretty cool. I'm loving the cape and the pose you can get from him. And then the rest of the Jokers, absolutely fantastic. So looking forward to the summer. I have 2 weeks off in the summer and I'll be getting some lighting for these displays. Here we have Harley Quinn. More traditional looks for Harley. Again, really liking these. And they display really, really well. So happy with those. Excuse me again. And then we have figures from the Suicide Squad. So we've got Peacemaker there with his custom-made gun. Polka Dot Man in the background. Yeah. What more can you say? And they're the two unmasked there. And Harley Quinn from Birds of Prey. So yeah, again, the DC Multiverse line, fast becoming my favourite toy line at this moment in time. And it's affordable as well, so I'm really liking that. I appreciate that, especially in these times where things are expensive. Talking of expensive, we have the G.I. Joe Sky Striker there. That's the HasLab one. The little fuel cart there. And this is the original Action Force Sky Striker. So yeah, really pleased with that. And here, moving underneath, we have G.I. Joe Classified. Brilliant. One of the troopers has gone for a fall. Oh, didn't notice that, but you can stay there for the time being. So I do have some more figures that I need to unbox. Savannah and the two Crimson Guards. But yeah, Hasbro, you're making a better fist at the Classified with the figures, looking a hell of a lot better than what they did when you originally released them. So well done for that. Credit where credit's due. Moving down, we have the Joes. Again, really happy with these. Looking cool. Dusty in the background there. Great figure. Barbecue, Commando, Snake Eyes, and Timber. Although Timber wasn't with Snake Eyes when he was a Commando, so that was when he was a ninja. But yeah, really happy with those. And then moving down, we've got the Masterverse Revelations Battle Cat. Teela in the background there. Man-at-Arms and He-Man, along with Skeletor, Evelyn, and Beastman. And look, I like these. I know there's a lot of hoo-ha, and I've mentioned this before. I don't care. I don't care. I don't bring politics into my collection. Yeah, I'm liking these because they're modern day, updated versions of the figures we had as kids. And the sculpts are fantastic. They look great and they pose well and they display well. That's all I care about. So I'm not worried about what you think it represents or blah, blah, blah. Right? That's not my issue. Right? I'm enjoying these, so that's all that matters to me. And then down here we have Castle Grayskull from the Origins line. And we have He-Man, the Sorceress, and Skeletor. I do have Battle Cat and Panther, but I don't have the room to display them at the moment. And I know, Shabby, you're a huge fan of Motu Origins. I'm liking this line a lot as well. And honestly, if I had the space, I would like to get more of these figures because I think they're great. I wouldn't get all of them, just the ones I like, which is majority of them. So yeah, awesome stuff. Back up to the top, we have the X-Wing, Luke's X-Wing from the Vintage Collection, and Blue Leader's X-Wing from Rogue One. I really like those. It's just a pity you get the droopage on the wings. Totally different plastic to what we had with the vehicles as kids from the 70s and the 80s. But there you are. Times change. What can you do? Not a lot. Moving down, this is all the Vintage Collection. So I can't remember which C-3PO that is. That's the one that comes with the Ewok chair. I can't remember what line it's from, so I do apologise. So we have the hallway there, which is cool. I didn't pay full price for this. I waited for the price to come down. And then I got that, which is what I do with most of the stuff now these days. Just wait for the price to come down instead of rushing out and paying full whack, only for it to come down in price 2 or 3 months later. So then we have the Vintage Collection figures from Star Wars A New Hope. Now I'm trying to imitate how I've set it up with the original Kenner figures. So at the moment I've got a few figures I need to get to sort that out. But then underneath we have, I've got the R2-D2. I've just not opened him yet. Or have I? Yeah, I think I have. Yeah, I don't think I've not opened him yet. So I do have R2-D2. But that C-3PO, said it before, say it again, he's shite. Absolutely shite. Get a better one, please. Like that. That'll do. Nothing wrong with him. But there you are. What can you do? Anyway, moving on. We have figures from The Empire Strikes Back. So the AT-AT driver, this dude here, and the Snow Trooper, they aren't from the vintage collection, but they are pretty good modern versions of the figures that I need, so they will do well for the time being as fillers. So again, I need a few more just to fill this shelf out. And then underneath we have Return of the Jedi, and there are going to be a few more goons added at some point when they arrive. They've not been sent yet, so yeah. So this is the Return of the Jedi. Really liking that. Awesome stuff. Moving down, we have the bar from Navarro. I've just got it set up like this with Grogu and the Flame Trooper. That's looking pretty cool. So yeah, happy with that. I just wish they had done it so the door was on the opposite side, like it was in the series. But again, what can you do? And here's all the figures from the Mandalorian, liking those. So I have two carded versions of Cara Dune. One I will send off to get graded at some point. Everything is at some point at the moment because of money. Everything costs money. I need to prioritize. So yeah, I do like the vintage collection. I think they do some fantastic figures, and the photo real faces for 3 3/4 inch greatly improved since I started collecting. So I want to thank Only One Kenobi and Tim from Bosk's Bounty for enlightening me on the TVC. They've got some fantastic figures. They've got some fantastic collections going on there. So yeah, awesome stuff for you guys. Brilliant. And this is from the Clone Wars. So yeah, really happy with that. Got a blank canvas here, so not too sure what I'm going to put there as of yet. I'm sure I'll find something. Moving on. This is the pride and joy of my collection, the Star Wars vintage, and this is where it all started for me as a kid and as collecting again. I'm just absolutely love this. You can't go wrong with the vintage Kenner. You really can't. Again, another Disney magic band there. It's because it's got the Star Wars original figures on there, the vintage figures. That's why I got that one. But yeah, just absolutely fantastic. Now, I don't have all the variants. I doubt I will ever get them. Are some of these figures carrying replay weapons? Quite possibly, yes. I got a lot of my stuff from eBay, and I know some people like to have the original weapons. That would be great. I don't know, and quite frankly, at the moment, I don't care. They look good in my collection as is. So as long as I'm happy, I'm okay. And as long as you guys respect the fact that I don't have possibly all original weapons, then that's all good, and we're all good. All about preference, personal collections. Everyone's different. But yeah, liking these Return of the Jedi figures. Awesome stuff. Then we have a size Snootles and the Max Rebo band. Now, I paid... Which one was it? I think it was this one here. I think that was £40 or £50 just for that alone. That is ridiculous. And that is why I don't want to keep going out and buying these original weapons and stuff like that. I wouldn't know if they're original. So I could be getting right mugged off. I've been mugged off twice already. People taking my money and me not getting the goods. So not happy with that. Stan Solo, Ula. Really liking that. I think that's fantastic. Really cool work there, Stan. So liking that. And then you got Jabba the Hutt there. Brilliant. Yeah, look at this. Really liking this. Moving down, got the last 17. I need a few more figures to complete the whole 96. And I've said before, I wish that I would have focused on the 96 before I started getting into anything else, because I would have collected them by now. And the prices have just gone through the roof for the last 17. It's ridiculous. So Stan Solo, but he's in my collection. I'm not going to sell him as an original. If I ever do move stuff on, it will be noted that this is Stan Solo and not an original Kenner. But the rest are original Kenner. So yeah, happy with that as it stands. Then we've got the ATST, the Biker Scout and Speeder Bike. We've got the Yearbook Village there. This now is almost complete. This is Georgie's. So we spent ages trying to find parts. We've got a couple of repro parts as standing, sent in kindly by Gary Moore, so I appreciate that. Just waiting on the actual spit roast top part itself, and then hopefully we'll manage to get the correct parts at some point. But again, I went to buy what was it, the spit roast and the net, and he was wanting over 100 quid for it, and I couldn't justify that at a toy fair. So what can you do? So yeah. And underneath we have the snow speeder, the maintenance energizer, and this little dude here, which is quite cool, a little mini rig. And then we have the AT-AT, Tauntauns, laser cannon, the Wampa in the background, and that little jig there. So yeah, really happy with that. But that doesn't stop there. Doesn't stop there. More vintage goodness right here. The Slave One Captivator. And the Rebel Troop Transporter. Really liking that. Then we have the Y-Wing. We have the Twin Pod Cloud Car. The B-Wing. The Interceptor. And that little tank thing there, which is great. And then this. Look at that. Brilliant. So happy I got this. I was so fortunate enough to meet Greg and Gianni up at Echo Live. The recent one. Managed to get this. The first purchase I bought was this, or should I say we bought was this, so really happy with that. But I've not had a chance to look through it yet. So, and I'd only be looking at the pictures anyway, because it makes me feel ill when I put my glasses on. So yeah, just pictures for the time being. Moving up, we've got the TIE Interceptor, Darth Vader's TIE Fighter. We've got the Rancor there. The little desert skiff thing there. Dewback and Stormtrooper. More Jedi stuff. The shuttle. That was one of my Grail pieces. That was one of the things that I did get for a decent price. So I'm happy with that. This little thing there. The little mini rig. The original TIE Fighter there. Then we got Darth Vader's Star Destroyer. And I'm really liking the Imperial Troop Transporter. I think that's amazing. I've got the Vintage Collection one. So what I'm needing now to complete the three of them is the one from Rebels. So I will probably get that at some point. But again, it's not a priority, so I'll get that as and when. Then moving up, we've got the Black Series. So I've got a bit of Bounty Hunter focus going on here with the original 6 Bounty Hunters from the original trilogy Empire Strikes Back. We have Ura Singh and Cad Bane in the background there. The Deluxe Boba Fett, which cost a fortune. Unbelievable. And then we have Boba Fett and Fennec Shand there. So yeah, really happy with those. Not happy with the price of him, but there you are. Moving down, we have the heroes from Star Wars. Han, Leia, and Luke, which are pretty cool. Swapping hands, so sorry about the wobbling about. Then we have the ceremony there, which I'm liking that. And then we have Luke X-Wing there. And I'm tempted to open up Wedge. So yeah, I might do that just to keep him company. That'd be cool. And then down here we have Vader and the 2 Imperial Stormtroopers. The Emperor and the 2 Emperor's Royal Guards. Again, the colours red really pop in there. Brilliant. Grand Moff Tarkin and 2 of the Death Squad commanders, or Star Destroyer commanders. Yeah, they're looking cool. And then most recently, we've got the Bith, Figuring Dan, and the modal nodes. I still haven't properly looked for that other figure, so yeah, I'll get around to do that at some point. And then we've got Ponda Baba and Dr. Evazan in the background there with Chewie. He towers over both of them, and then Greedo and Han there. And then down here, managed to pick this up from Disney. Again, got that because it was Star Wars and it was the original 12 figures, which look absolutely brilliant. So liking that. Coming to the end of the tour, so we have the sequel stuff, and again, a figure's gone over there, so I didn't notice that, so my bad. But yeah, really happy with this. The Republic Shuttle, that looks absolutely fantastic, liking that. Republic gunship, absolute quality. Well, these are great vehicles, aren't they? Absolutely tremendous. And why Hasbro don't re-release this in the vintage collection, why they don't do this vehicle in the vintage collection and give it the vintage collection weathering, and the same with that. Don't worry about making it a playset. Not worried about playset. Let's just have the shuttle, and the bit that comes underneath opens up and you can have the people walk out. Brilliant. But no. But I wish I'd have got these when they first came out, because I just, yeah, really into the Clone Wars at this moment in time and the vehicles. So there we have Echo, Fives and Jesse. One of them's gone over. But yeah, these look great. I'm really liking these. Happy with those. We've got some shock troopers just around the corner there. Security shock troopers. I think they look pretty cool. And then underneath, we've got the droid tank with the 2 Staps. We've got Darth Maul in the background there on his speeder. We've got the droids. Again, these droids are from the original Phantom of the Menace line. I prefer the scale of these. They stand better. They don't wobble about as much. They're not as flimsy and flaky. But what I have done is I've used the weapons from the vintage collection battle droids. So yeah, they look pretty cool. 2 really cool looking figures there, Nute Gunray and Rune Heiko. And then you've got the 2 security battle droids around the back there. And then underneath, you've got the pod racers, Sebulba and Anakin. And then you've got Obi-Wan, Yoda, Qui-Gon and young Anakin there. So yeah, really cool. Really cool. Happy with those. And then this is the last bit that I did just recently. Put these shelves up, took some pictures down, put the shelves up. So I've got my Transformers on display there. So really happy with these, how these have turned out. So thank you, Gojitron. My friend Gojitron sent this from the States, so really happy with that. Thank you, mate. Optimus there, and the G1 Optimus there. That's pretty cool. The RED versions there, and the reaction figure on the car back in the background. So in Megatron, his figure would fit in there on the card, neither would Starscream. Again, awesome looking figures. Well, Starscream on the card. This one was damaged, so that's why I opened him up again. My friend Goji sent him. And then Soundwave from the RED collection and the Reaction collection. And there he is from the Studio series. Just so many cool toys and figures. They really are. And do you know what? Not everybody's cup of tea, but again, it's all down to personal preference. And I'm liking these and I like the way they display. So anyhow, just a couple of bits left to show you, and that is his fantastic artwork by Chris Smith, Smuggler's Canyon, Miss Detty, Manga Fandango. I'm so sorry, I've forgotten who done this one. I know there was someone else that did a drawing, so I really do apologise, and I will put your name up when I find out who this was from. So I do apologise there, sir. And then we've got Miss Detty there again with back nipples and more Manga Fandango. Or was it this one? I can't remember. I'll put the name up for this one and the other one, but yeah. Anyhow, that is it. That is the end of the collection tour. I hope you enjoyed that. I've got so much more in storage that I don't have the space to display, but hopefully one day I will. But yeah, I'm just really happy with what I've collected over the past few years, or what we've collected. Before I go, I just want to say a massive shout out to the lovely Scuba Pete and Leslie, who I met for the first time yesterday. They've come over from America. They're going to Celebration, so we met VTR Dave as well. I've met Dave before, but we met his wife, Camilla, for the first time, and we had an absolutely fantastic evening. So it was so cool meeting all 4 of them and having a meal. So looking forward to meeting you all again at the weekend for Celebration. I know there's going to be a lot more of you going to Celebration, so I'm going to be meeting some of you for the first time there as well. And we're so excited. We can't wait. Really looking forward to that. So there's that. And then another massive shout out to Dave Watson from Dave World Toys. He's on tonight at, I think it's 10 o'clock with L10 Day. He's doing a live stream, so make sure you tune into that. He'll also be doing a live stream tomorrow night and on Wednesday night as well, because that will mark his 3rd year on YouTube. That is a phenomenal achievement, so well done to you, sir. I take my hat off to you there. And then lastly, Baz, also known as Dark Liking, he will be doing his live stream with Dave World Toys on Thursday. Anyhow, that is it. That's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed doing this, and I just love looking around my collection. Anyhow, if you are new to the channel, feel free to comment, like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell to let you know of more content. And as always, there will be more content. Thank you for watching. Appreciate your support. Take care, stay safe, and we shall see you in the next video. Bye for now.